Man, that title screen never gets old, huh? It's just the best. Also, I got really bad heartburn today. I don't know why. No. I mean, as much as I love it, we don't need it for today. Well, I'm just gonna jump right in. Oh my god. Alright. Chapter 3 continues. The ticket Lukako bought turned out to be 4th place. The prize is just 5,000 yen.
そこの岡部倫太郎さ。
Suzuha calls out to me. She's still polishing her bicycle. Tenoji Nai is squatting next to her, watching her work with great interest. The two questions come to mind. 1. How long has she been polishing that thing? 2. Just how much free time does the Brontube workshop have?
洗脳されたような顔してるよ。大丈夫？
洗脳。俺が。
ここには他に誰もいないじゃん。
Hello?
はあ。そうだな。
それはどっちに対するそうだな？洗脳されたこと？他に誰もいないこと？
洗脳されたことだ。
されたの？
Suzuha suddenly steps up to me and grabs my face. Then she forces my eyes open with her index finger and thumb.
何をする?
That sound.
動かないで。
Suzuha peers into my eye with a serious expression. But a second later, she lets go and steps back.
大丈夫。洗脳されてない。
なんだと？
洗脳されてる時ってさ、下まぶたの中によくチップが仕込まれてることがあるんだよね。
A chip? Immediately after saying that, Suzuha gasps and covers her mouth. Then she puts her hand on my shoulder and gives me an embarrassed smile.
岡部倫太郎、今のは機密扱いでお願い。
Don't tell me, is she...
そうか。お前も機関に捕らえられていた経験があるのだな。
Man, she's lucky he's a dunce. she's lucky he's such a fucking goober.
機関？セルンのことだっけ？
いや、皆まで言うな。お前の苦しみ、俺にはよく理解できる。
そう？
機関がひた隠しにする巨大洗脳施設、通称アポカリプス・オブ・ガリアン。あそこはまさに生きる地獄。
Is Galliant a word? Is that some gibberish he made up? I mean, I know it's all gibberish he made up, but you know, he usually uses real words. Just I can't check on my computer because it will lag the shit out of the game. Panzer World Galliant. Apparently it's a 1984 Japanese fantasy science fiction. It's like a Gundam thing. All right.
二度と思い出したくないのだな。
そう。アッポーなんとかって名前じゃない気もするけど。
Whatever.
生き地獄だったのは確か。
やはりお前とは良き仲間になれそうだ。バイト戦士よ。聖戦の日は近いぞ。
Suzuha lifts her hand in a half-hearted gesture of enthusiasm.
洗脳って何？
Brainwatch? Oh my god. Nice, stop being so adorable. Actually, don't stop. Nai asks as she tugs on the hem of Suzuha's clothes. Pat, 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 pat.
それにはこの法王院京馬が答えてやろ
いいです。
The slide. Oh, that's great. Who dares message me? The great Hoin Kyoma. The vocal. I love that Ferris is just my Phantasm fangirl buddy at this point. Like that's every message becomes this of just like, yeah, Phantasm is great, isn't it? Yeah. The vocalist, Fess, is also known as the fallen angel who accepted chaos and Kokaitis force raid. Her atmosphere has changed a little since her indie days. Become chaos, bearing an endless pain. What the fuck? Sounds like a power that could kill you dead. Did society defile her and make her a literal fallen angel? Chaos has lost a powerful ally. I like this one. Become chaos, bearing an endless pain. It's like a fucking poem or something. Oh my god, I love this so much. Become chaos.
え
Nai hides behind Suzuha.
苗は岡部倫太郎が怖いみたいだね。
シスター・ブラウンよ。俺にイフを抱くのはいいが、同時に世界を股にかけるマッドサイエンティストへの敬意も払うべきだぞ。
世界を股にかけてるの？
いかにも。俺の天才的な灰色の脳細胞は世界各国の首脳が欲しがるほどのものなのだ。
What's happening? Computer? Computer, behave yourself. Okay, we're good. Still clinging to Suzuha's waist, Nai opens her eyes even wider and gasps in admiration.
洗脳ってのは今みたいなことを言うんだよ、苗。
Roasted.
何を言う、そこのバイト戦士。俺は真実しか話していないのだから、これは洗脳などではない。
オカリンおじさんは嘘ついたの？
誰がおじさんか。
子供相手に怒鳴っちゃダメだよ。怯えてるじゃん。
Not wrong. But Mr. makes me sound old. I'm not even old enough to drink yet. What a disgrace. No, there's no point in getting angry at a child. I need to show composure as an adult. Be first time for everything, I suppose.
もうさん付けで呼んでやらないからな。
おお、僕は変態じゃないよ。変態紳士だよ。
はあ？ねえねえ、それよりおかり、大丈夫かな？
I can hear voices from the second story window. And since we can hear them clearly from here, Suzuha starts chuckling.
もしかしてずっと聞いていたか。
Mega Buster. Oh, God damn it.
ごめん。盗み聞きするつもりはなかったけど、どうしても聞こえちゃうからさ。
タイムマシンのことも。
ああ、うん。聞いちゃった。やるね、この。
She strikes my upper arm in what I assume is a gesture of encouragement. What is way to go you supposed to mean?
口外したりしていないだろうな。もし誰かに喋ったりしてみろ。俺はお前の口を封じなければならなく。
喋ってないよ。私って結構口は固いからさ。
だったらいい。それで一つ聞くが、たった今2階で放電現象が起きたのを見たか？
放電？昨日みたいなグラグラ揺れるやつ？
I nod.
さっき1回やったよね。店長いないから助かったね。揺れて怖かった。
Her face. You got them angry eyebrows. I ignore the little girl's honest impression.
たった今、ほんの1分前ぐらいにもグラグラ揺らしたはずなんだが。
そうなの？でも2回目は見てないな。
Suzuha tilts her head quizzically, then turns back to her bicycle.
私がこの子を磨くのに夢中だったのかもしんないけどさ。
My baby.
苗は見た？
Sister Braun frantically shakes her head. Sister Braun kills me.
2回目は見てないんだな。
見てないです。
Disappointment spreads through me. What does this mean? Events I remember happening didn't. The fact that I sent a D-mail. The fact that we argued over what to send. But Kurisu herself remembers that I called her Celeb Sev during that argument. Right after sending the D-mail, I was hit by a feeling of vertigo. That's probably related somehow.
なんかあったの？
お前はタイムトラベルについて詳しいか？
それってどういう意味かな？
Suzuha seems slightly suspicious. So I explained to her what happened just now. And I probably won't understand a word of it, so I don't think it'll be necessary to silence her. Do not silence the child.
信じらんない。
You leave her be. Suzuha's dumbfounded after hearing my explanation.
そんなの聞いたことないよ。ねえ、本当のこと言ってる？
当たり前だ。俺たちは紛れもなくタイムマシンを開発した。そして過去を変えることができたのだ。我らの偉業を否定することは誰にもできない。そう、誰にもだ。
ああ、もうそういうことじゃなくて。
Suzuha grabs at her own hair in frustration. But then her expression turns thoughtful.
君の言うことが本当なのかどうかわかんないけどさ。
She suddenly lowers her voice.
こういう時はジョン・タイターに聞いてみればいいよ。
ジョン・タイター。
ほら、今さ話題になってるらしいじゃん。過去へ遡ってきたタイムトラベラー。なんか知ってっかもよ。同じタイムトラベラー同士ってことで。
なるほど。確かにお前の言う通りかもしれん。あ、いや、それで間違いない。
The undoing of past events could possibly be explained through the many worlds interpretation that Teeter talked about. And come to think of it, it was Teeter's advice that led me to the IBN 5100. He should be able to give me a hint this time too. I quickly take out my phone.
俺だ。ジョン・タイターはこの俺を導くために未来からやってきたかもしれん。なあ、そうだ。奴がこの2010年へとやってきたのはまさしくシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。エルプサイコングル。
バイトのお姉ちゃん、あのおじさんは誰と電話 話で話してるの？さあ、誰だろう。未来人と交信してたりして。未来人？
シスター・ブラウン、俺の電話の相手が気になるか？
気になりません。
Stop scaring the child, Okabe. Nice shakes her head rapidly. She looks scared. I respond with the weary expression of a mad scientist who has seen everything and lost much.
気になったとしても、今後絶対に聞くな。もし知れば、俺はお前の口を封じなくてはならなくなる。
Dude.
さすがにお前のような痛い気な少女。
Oh my
手に
god.
かけたくはないのだ。
Okabe, please. She's like 12. Stop it. She 12? 10? Something. One of those numbers, probably.
だから小学生をビビらせちゃダメだっての。
She is a child. You leave the child alone. I assume Nai is frightened because of the aura of danger that follows me everywhere. She's right to be.
バイト戦士、俺は早速タイターに連絡を取ってみるぞ。素晴らしい助言に感謝する。
私役に立った？そんならよか。
Part-time warrior's eyes pop open mid-sentence.
うわ、やっぱ店長機関、店長機関。
I follow Suzuha's glance to see a moped headed this way. Judging by the sheer size of the driver, it must be Mr. Braun.
なえ、もし店長に聞かれたらさ、私はちゃんと店番してたって言ってよ。うん。だから今度自転車に乗せてね。乗せる乗せる。じゃあ頑張って岡部倫太郎。私応援してっからさ。
Suzuha pats me on the shoulder and rushes into the workshop. Nai and I are left in the front of the store. I don't know why I can never remember how old she's supposed to be at this point. Like, in my brain, she's like 8. But I think she's older than 8. I think she's somewhere between 8 and 12. But I cannot for the life of me remember. I know she's 20 in robotics. Hold on, I can map this. She's 20 in robotics notes. So, which takes place, I don't remember when that takes place. Fuck. What is it? It's 2019, right? So, this takes place in 2010. So she'd be like 11. That's my logic and I'm sticking to it. She is, we'll just say she's 12. She's 12 years old. Child. Stop scaring the child, Okabe.
ない。そこのうさんくせえ野郎に何をされた？
Manager leaps from his moped and interposes himself between me and his daughter. His eyes are bloodshot. My spine freezes. What a powerful aura of malice.
てめえ、よくも俺の大事な娘をたぶらかしてくれたな。
What
殺すぞ。
the hell are you talking about?
待ってくれ。俺は何もしていない。
Though he is being weird, I will admit that.
だったらなんでおめえとナイが二人っきりで話してんだ？あ？
二人きりじゃない。今の今まで鈴葉もここにいました。あの女は仕事をサボってそこのチャリを磨いていたんですよ。
All I was doing was threatening to silence her if she asked too many questions. Why is that a problem, Mr. Braun? Please forgive me, Suzuha. My life is too precious.
ナイ、そうなのか？
バイトのお姉ちゃんに自転車に乗せてもらう約束したの。だからサボってなかったって言わなきゃ。
Oh man. Oh, kids. Sister Braun ends up betraying Suzuha too. Manager breathes a heavy sigh.
サボる方法だけはうまいんだよな、あのバイト。
It's true I've never actually seen her do any work.
というか、この俺を一瞬でも疑ったことについての謝罪はないんですか？
ねえよ、んなもん。
Stubborn old man. He thinks he owns the place just because he owns the place.
いいか、今後もうちの娘をたぶらかそうとしたらただじゃおかねえからな。
そんな自殺行為はしませんよ。
Mr. Braun nods in satisfaction.
ねえ、シュークリーム買ってきたから一緒に食おう。
He parks his moped next to part-time warrior's bicycle, then enters the store hand in hand with his daughter. Cream puffs? You can't get any more out of character than that. Is this what having kids does to a man?
おい、これバイト！サボってたことは分かってんだぞ、こら！
I don't know, cream puffs sound pretty fucking good.
あとなんで42型がつけっぱなしになってんだ。消しとけって言っただろうが。
ごめんなさい。
I leave Suzuha to her fate and return to the lab. I need to get in touch with Teeter as quickly as possible. He might be able to give me the answers I seek. He might even be able to explain the event that I witnessed a few days ago. The instantaneous disappearance of everyone on the streets of Akiba. When I burst into the lab, everyone looks at me with concerned expressions. Mayuri starts to speak, presumably to console me, but I put my hands up to stop her. I do love the squad. Just the five person squad here.
待て。事情はすべて後で話す。
I explain that we can't experiment anymore now that Mr. Braun is back. Then I dismiss everyone for today.
おかり、ね、明日バナナ買ってきてあげるね。
Nana. Paris. Become chaos, nya. That is my fucking, that is going to become my fucking catchphrase. That is officially my catchphrase. Become chaos, nya. That is my new favorite phrase. Hey, how's it going? Become chaos, yeah. Yo, find the blue! Let's go! Listen. Let's go! Alright, I could listen to the whole thing. I'm not going to. I am going to make that my new ringtone. Because I can. This one has been pretty good. But this one's pretty good too. Oh, that's wonderful. Alright. Mayuri picks her Upa plush toy off the sofa and hands it to me.
だからね、今はその子をむぎゅーっと抱きしめて元気出してね。
Mayuri! My heart! Oh my god, she's so sweet. Officially don't like Soul Hackers 2 anymore. What happened? Is this achievement related? Is one of them particularly demanding? Exploration dungeons, I say. Becoming getting grinded out or whatever. I don't know what the term would be. Looks like she's worried about me, but she shouldn't be. It's my job to worry about her. You're taking an Upa cushion. Oh my god, she's so sweet. I'm dropping things now. She has work after this, so she leaves. Daru goes with her, probably to see Ferris. Got that 10 Sabbath trophy, nice. before he leaves, Lukuko apologizes again for messing up the Lotto 6 ticket. He knows about the time machine now. Next time I see him, I'll make him a lab mem to secure his silence. Moika blips in and out of existence, as is her wont. Leaves with nothing more than a tiny bow. In less than 30 minutes, Kurisu and I are the only ones left in the lab. I got mail. Shining finger. It was fun. I want to hear more about time machines next time, okay? It's a promise. See you, Moika.
"そこの助手、お前は帰らないのか?"
目障りなら帰るけど。
目障りというわけではないが、何か用事でもあるのか?
いいえ。でも、ちょっと考えたいことがあって。
ホテルに戻って考えればいい。
何？追い出したいの？
そうか。どうせ友達もいないし、ホテルに帰っても一人ぼっちで寂しいから、この法院京馬に構ってほしいというわけだな。このお子様セレセブめ。
寂しいのはあんたの方だろ。さっきからあんまり元気ないし。なんなら相談に乗るぞ。私はある意味で部外者だから話しやすいんじゃない？年下の女に相談する男の人ってぐにょぐにょだけど、それでもいいんなら聞いてやってもいい。
Does she have to be such a smartass? She even has a mocking grin on her face.
俺はメールをする用事があるのだ。どうしてもここにいたいのならば、邪魔をせず静かにしているのだな。ザゾンビ。
She really does have one of the most sassy ass smirks in the whole game. Just look at this shit.
その呼び方が一番カチンとくるわね。
Despite her complaint, Kurisu made no move to leave. She sits down on the sofa and starts reading a massive technical book. On closer inspection, I realize it's in English. Maybe my assistant isn't a genius, but just an extreme studier.
コーヒーを飲むか?
もらうわ。
I make some instant coffee for Kurisu. I take a fresh Dr. P out of the refrigerator for myself and sit down in front of the computer. Alright, let's do what needs to be done. I only hope this doesn't get undone too. My plan is to follow Suzuha's advice. Get in touch with Teeter. After all, what I'm experiencing right now could have something to do with the many worlds interpretation. Which would mean that the Kurisu sitting over there isn't the same Kurisu with whom I discussed the Lotto 6. And it would mean that this lab isn't the lab where we discussed it. How can that be?
何もぞもぞやってんの?
Kurisu glares at me coldly. Damn it, she's looking at me like I'm a perv again. I keep telling her I'm not a perv. I'm Hoin Kyoma. Anyway, why am I the only one who remembers what happened? That's another question I'll ask John Teeter. I don't know if he's a real time traveler, but he did help with the IBN 5100, so I'm inclined to trust him. But what should I write? Should I tell him everything? In any case, worrying about it won't solve anything. Enough stalling. I take out my phone. Question. Thanks for the intel on the IBN 5100. The code is from CERN's database. In other news, I've successfully built a machine. Okay, this is gonna go too fast. Oh, wait. I've successfully built a machine that sends emails to the past. When we change the past by sending an email, does that change the world line? I noticed some events were undone. Does that mean the world line changed? You said the many worlds interpretation is correct, but I'd like to hear the proof, if you don't mind. I sigh and chug my soda. Now to wait for his reply. I checked the @channel thread just to make sure, but Teeter hasn't posted recently.
ずいぶん深いため息ついてるわね。
Kurisu says without lifting her eyes from her book. Maybe I should tell her about how that D-mail changed the past, and about how she seems to have lost her memories about it. Why am I considering talking to Kurisu? Because I don't think Mayuri or Daru would understand this problem. Kurisu, on the other hand, might be able to form a hypothesis. That's what I hope. Just then, my phone rings.
もしもし。
あ、オカリン。実はとんでもないミスに気づいたんだ。
ミス？
Is it about the phone wave name subject to change? Is it related to the phenomenon I experienced earlier? I gulp. I know it's pathetic for a mad scientist to show anxiety, but I can't help it. I lick my dry lips and wait for Daru to speak.
実はさ、ラボに財布忘れてきたお。
に？
おかげでメイクインに入れないよ。オカリン、悪いけど僕の財布届けてくんない？お礼にメイクインでドリンクおごるから。
貴様は神田川で水浴びでもしていろ！
Damn. I shout and hang up. Damn it, I got stressed for nothing. But right afterward, my phone rings again. Mayuri!
もしもし。
Oh!
財布は届けないからな。
トゥットゥルー。オカリンオカリン。
トゥットゥルー。
なんだ、マユリか。誰も一緒にいるのだろう。いいか、そのバカに金を貸す必要はないからな。
ああ、うん、わかった。でね、オカリンもう元気になったかなって思って、ちゃんとウーパをむぎゅーってした？
One of these days, we're going to have a single exchange with Mayuri where I don't melt completely. Today is not that day. Today is not that day. All right.
していない。
Okay.
そもそも俺はいつだろうと狂気と野心に満ち溢れたマッドサイエンティストである。
Quit fronting and hug the Upa.
そっか。あのね、何か悩みがあったらマユシンに相談するんだよ。マユシンはね、難しい話はよくわかんないけど、オカリンのことはよーくわかってるもん。
お前にこの俺がわかるというのか。
わかるよ。子供の頃から一緒だもん。
もう切るぞ。バイト頑張れよ。
Oh, she totally got him with that. He is flustered.
ありがとう。じゃあね。
たく、あのバカめ。
Is she wrong though?
岡部、顔がにやけてる。
だっく、
Adorable.
何を言うか、このセレセブが。
セレセブ言うな。
I was going to tell Kurisu the truth, but now I've changed my mind. Mad scientist Hoin Kyoma would never grin at the words of a mere hostage like Mayuri. What a phenomenal ringtone. You know, I've been working at May Queen for 3 months as of today. The other girls threw me a party. I can't believe I've been a maid for 3 months. Time sure flew by. Oh, but don't worry, Mayushi's still Okarian's hostage full-time. You need money to buy junk food, or else you'll die of starvation. I understand. A party after just 3 months? Ridiculous. I don't see how that deserves congratulations. You girls are crazy. Well, that's just mean. I still can't believe you're working at a maid cafe. I mean, you still never cosplay outside of work. I like this one, honestly. Need money to buy junk food or else you'll die of starvation. I understand.
恋する乙女が好きな相手からのメールを待ってるみたい。
She sure likes to attack me for every little thing.
そんなに構ってほしいのか？
ささやかな復讐よ。あんたからのひどい扱いにいつもぐっと耐えてるんだから。それぐらい許せ。
これでも俺はお前をリスペクトしているつもりだぞ。
名前すらまともに呼んだこともないくせによく言う。
それについてはすまないと思っている。
Risu lifts her face and stares at me in shock.
へえ、意外。あんたって謝るんだ。
謝るさ。だがどうしようもないのだ。俺の脳はお前のことを助手のクリスティーナという認識で固定してしまっていて直しようがないからな。
And there it goes.
回答して海馬に電極ぶっ刺してやりたい。
Right after that silly exchange, John Teeter's mail arrives. Greetings, Kyoma. Can you tell me exactly how you changed the past? I'd like to verify that what you said is true. Details. We sent an email today. It was set to arrive last Tuesday, 170 hours ago. The contents were... Okay, I'll wait. It contained the winning numbers for the third place prize of that night's Lotto 6 drawing. The moment we sent the email, my associates who had helped plan the experiment and watched me send it instantly forgot any of it had happened. When I checked, I found that the email had vanished from my phone's send history. I know for a fact that it arrived in the past, as my friend bought a Lotto 6 ticket based on the information I had apparently given him. He got one of the numbers wrong, but otherwise it was an exact match.
メールの相手って誰？
ジョン・タイター。
え？嘘？
奴はよほど悪意のある人間以外に対してはオープンだ。メルアドも公開している。こうしてやり取りするのは2度目だ。
道理であんたがタイタンの書き込みを引用したがるわけだ。信者ってわけね。
そういうわけではない。だが奴の話にはうなずける点も多い。
そう？フィクションにしか思えないけど。
Very interesting. That's very interesting. From the events you described, it sounds like you did indeed change the past. I suspect that the email you sent changed Divergence, if only just a little. Bravo! The all caps bravo. The instant your email arrived in the past, you shifted from your original world line to an ever so slightly different world line. On this world line, you received an email from the future containing the Lotto 6 numbers. You told your friend the numbers, perhaps because you didn't quite trust the email, but your friend got a number wrong when he purchased the ticket. The original email likely disappeared from your send history when the world line changed. All of this makes sense. The one thing I don't understand is how you kept your memories of the previous world line. Just so we're clear, you are telling the truth, yes? Yes, I still have my memories from before the past was changed. That's the truth. By the way, this is actually the second time this has happened. You traveled 26 years into the past. Haven't you experienced something similar? Also, what effect do you think my intentional manipulation of the timeline might have? I've confirmed that divergence is currently 0.571015%. I cannot tell what the value was before you changed the past. This is because I, like your friends, have no memories of the world line before you changed the past. In the case of... oh my god. In the case of physical time travel, memories are retained even if the world line changes. That's been proven by my own experience. But in the case of an email like the one you sent, the time traveler changes the past without actually traveling through time. A situation that scientists in my time never even considered. It wasn't necessary, since the invention of the time machine in 2034 gave us means of physical travel through time. So I'm afraid that I have no idea how to explain the phenomenon you've been experiencing. How exactly do you measure divergence? Where do these numbers come from? Many worlds interpretations. Strictly speaking, I was not being entirely accurate when I wrote that the Everett-Wheeler model is accepted in my time. The first functional time machine was completed in 2034. In the 2 years following that breakthrough, our understanding of the universe's structure grew dramatically. In 2036, scientists proved that the universe is comprised of attractor fields, which describe the extent of worldline convergence. This theory was first proposed in 2020. Sorry, I forgot to answer your question. I have a meter that measures divergence. A reading of 0% divergence corresponds to the world line I originally came from. In other words, it's a subjective, not absolute measurement. This tool can only indicate the current divergence. Please explain these attractor fields. How do they affect world lines? Put simply, attractor fields are the focal points of worldline convergence. Their existence is responsible for phenomena previously known as fate and chance. There's no real point in making small changes to a world line. Due to convergence, small changes do not have a lasting influence. Humans who can observe convergence are exceedingly rare. I haven't met anyone with the ability myself, so I am unqualified to give you accurate appraisal. But you, Kyoma, might be one such individual. You might have the power to observe convergence. You might be the one who can guide us to a world line beyond 1% divergence, across the world that divides attractor fields. The tone of Teeter's mail has suddenly changed. He thinks I have some kind of power? First, I feel a sense of pride. Next comes apprehension. Could this be a trap? In the first place, I can't confirm if this is the real John Teeter, and I don't even know if the John Teeter from 2000 was really a time traveler. If Teeter's worldline theory holds, then that could explain the supernatural events I've experienced. But this last statement is pretty hard to swallow. As soon as I begin to doubt, all of his words start to smell like lies. That stuff about the IBM 5100 might have been a lie too. That mysterious program code could just be a simple bug. Now that he claims I have special powers, he's starting to sound like some new age con artist. And besides, I don't need Teeter to tell me that. Kurisu jerks at the sound of my laughter.
いきなり笑い出すのよ、気色悪い。
これが笑わずにいられるか。実に傑作ではないか。この俺が持つ力だと。今さらそんなこと言われなくとも、俺はとっくに気づいていたぞ。ジョン・タイター。
I snap my eyes wide open. I raise my phone high to the heavens.
この魔眼。リーディングシュタイナーの真の力にな。
Once again, the birth of a legend. Magic Eye.
話の流れはさっぱり見えんが、
岡部次長しろとだけ言っておく。
Hold on, that was the way she said that was really funny. How do you hear it again?
え
Eh?
話の流れはさっぱり見えんが、岡部次長しろとだけ言っておく。
I don't know why. So, but
話の流れはさっぱり見えんが、岡部次長しろとだけ言っておく。
oh, that's really funny. All right. Mayuri, it's not like I'm always hungry, just most of the time. Besides, I spend my salary at 6-to-4 ratio of cosplay materials to snacks. That's so funny. I love Mayuri busting out the fucking ratios. I spend my salary at a 6-to-4 ratio of cosplay materials to snacks. Fair enough. That is a girl who knows what she knows what she wants and knows how to get it. Like she is priority.
Oh.
She's got them in order. Kurisu hides her face in her book. She pretends to read, but I can see from here that her ears are bright red. How does she know about Chunibyo? Is she an at-channeler after all? No, that doesn't matter now. I need to reply to Teeter. What is beyond the wall? What will happen when we cross it? If we cross the wall, we will have freedom. If we do not, then the dystopia I came from will be your future. In exchange for providing false peace and joy, your masters will stamp out every last vestige of free will. As I said on @channel, my goal is to change that future, and you may be the one who can make that possible. Okay, now it's getting creepy. Is this some kind of new cult? Or is he really trying to con me here? He's also contradicting himself again. The Teeter who appeared in 2000 said he traveled back in time to retrieve technology lost in World War III. Yet this guy's saying he came to prevent the creation of a dystopia ruled by CERN. This guy might be an imposter. I'm fed up, so I quit replying. But just as I'm about to put away my phone... Kyoma, I want you to be the Messiah. Raises the hairs on the back of my neck. I don't know. What is this? Fear? Disgust? I don't know, but something is very wrong. Listen, no, I'm still playing. Messiah. Listen, I played Persona 3. I know a thing or two about messiahs, alright? Messiah, noun. In Christianity, a title for Jesus Christ. 2, one who brings salvation to mankind, savior. 3, one who rescues others from peril. Salvation, noun. Deliverance from pain and suffering. From Kojian Dictionary.
ジョン・タイターは実にバカだな。
When did Daru get here? Oh, is it the next day? I was not paying attention to the date. Fuck. I scream at the absurdity. Daru and Kurisu give me exasperated stares, but I ignore them.
この俺がメシアだと？勘弁してもらいたいものだ。人類を救済するなどくだらないにも程がある。俺はメシアとは正反対の資質を持つ狂気のマッドサイエンティスト法院京馬であり、幾多の修羅場をかいくぐり長年機関から逃れ続けてきたのだ。そんな俺が望むのは混沌。権力者を倒せば平和が訪れるとでも思っているのか。答えは否、断じて否だ。そん んな夢物語を信じている脳みそがお花畑なやつにはそのまま死ねと忠告してやろう。権力の破壊の後に始まるのは秩序なき混乱なのだ。
I get the impression he did not appreciate that message from Teeter.
あのさ、マキセ氏、オカリンは一体どうしちゃったんだぜ。
そう、数時間前までジョン・タイターと熱心にメールしてたと思ったら急に静かになって、で30分くらい前からこんな状態。
なんか今日のオカリンって全体的にヤバくね。
I like how they're blurry. Like he's not even focusing on them. He's literally lost in his own head right now.
同意するわ。
聞け、そこのラボメン2人、これよりオペレーションウルドを再開する。
マジで？下に店長まだいるけど？
案ずるな。どうせブラウン管工房はそろそろ閉店の時間だ。
夜は電話レンジが作動しないはずでしょ。
やってみる価値はある。検証するのだ。何時まで電話レンジカッコ仮の作動を確認できるかをな。と同時にダル、それにクリスティーナ、お前たちには D メールによって過去を変えてもらう。
過去を
I still don't believe in the many worlds interpretation or Teeter's attractor field theory. Actually, I'm starting to doubt them more and more. We want to know how the world works, we'll have to figure it out ourselves, and to do that, we need to experiment. One thing I'm sure of is that the mass disappearance in Akiba is related to D-mails somehow, as is the strange disconnect between my memories and everyone else's. According to Teeter, I have a supernatural power, the one I call reading Steiner. My doubts about Teeter's veracity aside, I do need to determine if I am indeed the only person who keeps his memories when the past changes.
好きなように過去を変えろ。ただし、なるべくわかりやすい形でだ。
Preparations for the phone wave named subject to change are complete. Daru's eyes wander to the ceiling in thought. Next to him, Kurisu shrugs her shoulders and starts gathering her things.
私は帰る。今日の実験結果は明日レポートで見せて。
待て！
When I grab her by the shoulder, Kurisu nearly topples over.
何すんのよ。
そのレポートは誰が書くのだ？
岡部に決まってるでしょ。作戦立案者なんだから。被験者自身も実験中の所感なんかを書いておいてくれるとなおいいけど。
Kurisu glances at Daru.
過去改変には興味がないのか？あれほど実験に前向きだったではないか。
あんたね、昼間のことをもうきれいさっぱり忘れたわけ？私は反対した。
だが実験が始まってからは乗り気だった。文句一つ言わず付き合った。
妄想を垂れ流さないで。
I twist my lips into a grin.
客観的に慣れていないぞ、クリスティ・セレセブよ。
Like how he corrected himself to a different. Oh my god, he corrected himself. He incorrected himself. That's incredible.
いちいち言い直すの。
Oh,
実験はすでに一度行われた。この俺が過去を改変した。
うわ、オカリン、抜け駆け行くない。
そうではない。過去を改変した結果、お前たちは改変前の一部の記憶を失ったのだ。
今日の昼間のこと？ロト6がどうとか急に言い出したけど。
そうだ。
I explain what happened earlier this afternoon.
それはひょっとして ギャグで言っているのか？
本気だ。
マジっすか。
One good look at my face, and Daru seems to understand that I'm not joking. Kurisu, on the other hand, has a sour look, but she's always like this. Why did everyone else lose their memories? Actually, did everyone else lose their memories? In order to find out, I need them to perform the same experiment.
うわっ OK! 僕一つどうしても変えたい過去があるんだよね。
Daru is quick to adapt, as always. We've known each other for a long time. He trusts me implicitly. Press X to doubt. Or maybe he's just being faithful to his desires.
なんだ？ダイエットしろと1年前の自分に送るのか？
Rude. Mayushi won a magazine sweepstakes once. Amazing, huh? You know the hero of gun bombs, Satsuri? I won an autograph from his voice actor. Oh, you're still reading anime magazines? You're a true otaku. Satsuri. Is he the one from is he from the latest gun bomb? I haven't seen it. The original is the best anyway. I never knew Mayuri was a voice actor otaku. I like this one. You're a true otaku. It's true. Props.
そんなメール来てもダイエットなんかしないし。
Daru tells me he wants to change the events of the Ferris Cup held at May Queen Nyanyan a few days ago. On that day, Daru got insta-killed by Ferris in a Rhinet Access Battlers match.
その結果を覆そうと？
フェイリスタンの作戦はほぼ完璧に覚えてるんで、その裏をつこうってことだよ。うわぁ、僕って頭良くね？
Ferris is probably too good for that to work. She'll just counter his counter strategy.
まあいい。誰よ。D メールを送る準備を。
よーし、僕頑張っちゃうぞ。
Daru hunches over and starts typing out the mail, leaving me to input the forwarding address into the phone wave named subject to change. I sit in front of the X68000 and take a look at my watch. It's 6:55 p.m. No way to know if the phone wave named subject to change will operate at this hour. We haven't figured out the exact window yet.
あんた自身はどう考えてるの？記憶が継続してることについて。
しつこいぞ。ゾンビの異名は伊達ではないというわけか？
They call you that. You.
意味がわからない。
ゾンビは死してなお人に襲いかかってくる。実にしつこいのだ。
冗談はやめて。こっちは本気で話してるんだけど。
Kurisu's glare is scarier than usual. I might have wet myself a little there. Oh my god. God, awful heartburn today. Oh my god.
俺は D メールの送信先が鍵だと考えている。すなわち未来からのメールを受け取った人間、その人間だけは過去改変の影響を受けないかもしれない。
Actually, that hypothesis doesn't explain the mass disappearance in Akihabara. Of course, I still don't have concrete proof that the mass disappearance incident was related to D-mail. We'll never know unless we experiment.
ダルの実験が終わったら、次はお前に D メールを送ってもらう。内容について考えておいてくれ。
嫌よ。
Kurisu replies emphatically.
私は送らない。
怖いのか？
そういう問題じゃない。
ならば、タイムパラドックスのことを気にしているのか？
それもあるけど、どっちかっていうと、個人的なポリシ
A policy?
ー。過去を変えるなんて、卑怯な感じがするから。 私がこれまでに蓄積してきた人生はたかだか18年だけど、それでもその記憶を改変なんてしたくない。
なるほど。今の自分は完璧であり不満はなく、だから変えたくないと？
なんでそうなる？これまでの自分を否定したくないの。たとえ失敗ばかりだったとしても、それを含めて今の自分があるんだから。
Honestly, that's a really good point. Like,
電話レンジカッコ仮が完全に問題を解決して実用化されても使う気はないと？ジョン・タイターがタイムマシンを好きに使っていいと仮に言ってきても、どの時代に飛ぶ気もないと？青い猫型ロボットが机の引き出しから出てきてもそれを使わないと？
Kurisu nods firmly.
使わないわ。
だが実験は大好き。そうだな。
好きで悪いか？
すなわち自分は高めの見物を決め、他人を実験台にしてほくそ笑む。実にマッドなサイエンティストだ。
あんたね。
できたお。
Hi, it's me again. Kurisu stalks toward me, but is pushed aside by Daru, who presents his phone with a triumphant grin. I take a look. At Ferris Cup, enemy setup, VLL.
さっぱり意味がわからない。
Me neither.
フェイリスタンのカードの配置だお。見ればわかるだろ上皇。オカリンたちが疎いだけ。
Well, whatever. Preparations are complete. If this works, the mail will arrive at Daru's phone 52 hours ago. The discharge phenomenon occurs normally. I close my eyes to shield them from the lightning and sparks. The D-mail was sent. Daru should have received it 2 days ago. However,
そのことをなんで俺は覚えている？
when I sent a D-mail earlier this afternoon, everyone else forgot all about it. If Daru's D-mail changed the past, then the present should have changed too. Daru should be the only one who remembers that he sent a D-mail.
過去変わった？
Daru looks around in confusion.
ちょっと待て。誰も覚えているんだな。
え？何が？
今 D メールを送ったことをだ。
Daru nods. Then I turn to Kurisu. She answers before I ask.
覚えてるに決まってるでしょ。何バカなこと言って。あ、そうか。岡部がさっき言ってたことが正しいなら、私とあんたは過去が変えられた記憶はないはず。
ダル、お前フェイリス杯でフェイリスに勝てたのか？
わかんね
え。Lukiko! Mayuri-chan's obsessed with this anime called Rainet, so I rented it to see what it was about. I usually don't watch anime, but when I do, I prefer romance. But I found this anime to be pretty deep, even though it's aimed at children. P.S. I was surprised. P.S. I was so engrossed in Rainet, I couldn't do any swings with Samidare. I'm sorry. Lukiko. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. It's a true shame. Ooh, attachments. What the fuck? Access number 2. What the fuck? Is this like a fucking... What is this, like an episode synopsis? What the fuck? Hold on. On to the future. Rainet formation. Completely engrossed by their discussion. Kirari and Tamaru raise their voices. Just what sort of person is Kakeru? Kakeru is actually a warrior who protects the order of the internet, a net guardian. Kirari and Tamaru wanted to tell their friends how cool that was. but Kakeru forbade them due to the risk he may have to fight with the culprit. At that time, they received news that the mystery hacker Beesman has attacked an online game server. Kakeru immediately challenges him using Nagaya-san's newly made Rynet card and the unique browser Alpha Gate. This is hilarious, by the way. The first use of a new Rynet card. Despite his lack of experience, Kakeru successfully casts his boot spell. But just when Kakeru thinks he has easily won against the cracker, Beesman, who has complete control of the game server, overwrites the game system, sealing Kakeru deep within the game's loop dungeon. Kakeru is in danger. At that moment, somehow Kirari and Tamaru also server dive. They came to save Kakeru. Furthermore, these two are well versed in this game. As game players, they couldn't forgive the hacker who had taken over the server and toyed with the game players, so they decided to join forces with Kakeru. With their magnificent assistance and Kakeru's shoot ability, they successfully defeat Beesman. And when they do, suddenly an unknown chat window opens on their monitor. It's a signal from the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. By any chance, are they here to praise us? They think in delight. But the police turn to them and say, "You're under arrest." What happened next? I have to know! That's so funny. He just sent me a fucking plot, like it's like an episode synopsis of the fucking anime. That's hilarious. Alright. Now let me actually reply to the fucking... Now you're hooked on Rynets? Everyone around me is buying into this Rynet craze. How can it be so popular? Don't tell me it's an organization plot. I could see that. That's your problem right there. You can't waste your time with romantic fluff. If you have that much free time, then practice with Samidare. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Most of the time, I give Luca a pass when it comes to Samidare swings, but like, this one's pretty shameful. Like, come on, Luca. You just got too engrossed in anime. You'll never become a master of Seishin Zanma with that kind of diligence. No. We're going with the hard tactics on this one. Gotta get back to your training.
勝てたらフェイリスの手料理とか言っていたはずだ。それは食べられたのか？手料理とは何だった？
わかんねえ。しょぼん。
I checked Daru's send history. As expected, the D-mail he's just sent isn't there. I do, however, find the D-mail in his inbox. He received it 2 days ago, just like we wanted. This is the same thing that happened when I sent my D-mail.
もしかして過去は変わってないんじゃないの？
ちょっとマユシに電話してみる。
He's the one who changed the past, yet he doesn't remember what happened after the change? That's odd.
あ、マユシ、まだバイト中だよね。さ、悪いんだけどフェイリスタンはそこにいる？うん、いるんだね。じゃあさ、ちょっと聞いてほしいんだけど、僕ってこの前のフェイリス杯でフェイリスタンに勝ったっけ？負けたっけ？え？負けた？誰が？フェイリスタンが？僕が？あ、そう。瞬殺？そう。わかったお。
RIP. Taru's shoulders droop as he hangs up the phone.
その様子だと過去は変えられなかったみたいね。
なんで？オカリンは変えられたんしょ？
橋田が送った勝つための方法って必勝法じゃないせいじゃない？有利になるってだけで。
I had the same thought. Ferris is supposedly a world-class player. Daru's time travel cheat may not have been enough.
最終的にフェイリスさんが橋田に勝ったから過去は変わらなかった。
そうだけどさ、ゲームの過程は変わるじゃん。
たかがその程度ではダイバージェンスは揺らがないということかもな。
岡部が言うようにもっと分かりやすく過去が変わったって確かめられる改変にしないと実験の意味がない。 あ、いえ、別にこの実験に賛成ってわけじゃないけど。
Tsundere mode activated.
いや、まだだ。まだ終わらんよ。
Daru starts typing another mail.
もう一度別のアドバイスを過去の僕に送ってみる。今度はもっと的確にフェリスタンに本気で勝てるようなアドバイスだお。
Oh my god, Daru.
そんなにも勝ちたいのか。
むしろそれほどまでにフェイルスの手料理を食べたいのだろう。
オカリンの答えでファイナルアンサー。
Daru writes another email. D-mail, sorry. I don't bother checking what it says. I won't understand anyway. We activate the phone wave, name subject to change, and send the mail through, just like before.
Oh?
Nothing happens. No discharge. Usually it happens 10 to 20 seconds after pushing the start button. The timer counts down to 0 without incident.
時間切れ？
おそらくな。
なんだよ、せっかく素晴らしいアドバイス書いたのに。
やむを得ない。
I doubt it.
実験は明日に持ち越しだ。
I checked the clock. It's just past 7 p.m. Looks like that's the cutoff.
昨日ホテルに帰ってからずっと考えてた。この電話レンジはどういう原理で時間移動を可能にさせているのか。
LHC と似たことが起きているのだよ。お前は言ったはずだ。LHC は巨大な電子レンジだと。
電子レンジが LHC と同等の機能を持ってたら、日本は一家に一台ブラックホールになるわね。
それは日本沈没ってレベルじゃねえぞ。
セルンがあまりに簡単にカーブラックホールを作ってるように見えるから感覚が麻痺してるけど、そもそもブラックホールなんて人工的に作れるものじゃないし、とんでもないリスクのある代物だし、家庭の電子レンジがブラックホールを作れると思う方がどうかしてる。
Teeter's time machine is small enough to fit inside a car, and it makes black holes. Well, that's what he said at least. Now that I'm a little skeptical of Teeter, I don't feel like bringing it up.
一つ言えるのは、電子レンジ単体じゃブラックホールは作れないということ。この電子レンジに何かが干渉して電子を注入してきているのは間違いない。
An outside source of electrons. What could that be?
さて、私は帰るから、これ以上むさ苦しい男どもの巣にはいられないんで。また明日、レポートをまとめといてね。
Kurisu flings off her lab coat and hurries out the door. She was serious about the report? I mean, she was here the whole time when she didn't sell your report.
マキセ氏の着ていた白衣か。どれ？
Daru, why? Daru, why are you like this? Why are you this way? As Daru reaches for the lab coat to smell Kurisu's lingering fragrance, I grab him by the neck and pull down hard.
どれではないバカが。そんなくだらないことをしている暇があったら、明日の実験でどう過去を改変するか考えておけ。
God damn it, Daru. There wasn't anything to do after Kurisu left. I tried operating the phone wave, name subject to change, a couple more times before I went to sleep, but the discharge phenomenon simply would not occur. Now it's the next morning, and I'm sitting on the bench in front of the Braun Tube workshop. It's still early, but it's already blazing hot. It's as if I'm baking in the sun. Sweat is dripping off my chin. We're supposed to be experimenting today, but not a single lab mem has arrived yet. After waiting impatiently for a while, the first person I see is...
Oh, ずいぶん暇そうだな、岡部。
This fucking guy.
おはようございます、オカリンおじさん。
Chipmunk! The Tonoji pair come riding in on a moped.
俺はおじさんではない。兄様と呼べ。
お父さん、どうしよう。
And prepare to get punched.
岡部、おめえうちの娘に何をふざけたことを吹き込んでやがる。
教育がなっていないのではないですか、ミスター・ブラウン。その子が俺のことをおじさん呼ばわりするのを何とかしてください。
いいだろ別に。器の小さい野郎だな。なえ、こんな野郎の言うこと聞かなくていいからな。
The manager parks his moped and quickly enters the store. Assistant, have you written that report yet? For your information, I wasn't joking yesterday. If you blow this off, then you have no right to call yourself a scientist. Maybe this is too much for a freshman like you to understand, but writing papers is part of being a scientist. Oh my lord. Let lesser men worry about such things. I have inventions to build and discoveries to make. Oh my god. I am not a mere scientist. I am an insane mad scientist. If you're so confident in your superiority, then show me your power. Show me your power is hilarious. I think I want to go with this one. Let lesser men worry about such things. That being said, show me your just go full on Captain Falcon. Show me your moves. Sister Braun's about to follow him when she turns her attention toward the end of the street and instantly brightens up. I follow her gaze and see Mayuri walking this way. Doo-doo-doo!
Okari! Ohayo!
No tutu. I'm like heartbroken right now. I'm like, I feel genuinely betrayed. Where's my where's my tutu? Nai runs up to Mayuri with a happy smile. I like the world is wrong right now. I feel it like up is down, down is up. Everything is wrong. This is not right. Without breaking stride, she jumps into Mayuri's chest.
Nai-chan, ohayo.
No! No!
Ohayo!
They get along so well that you'd think they were sisters. I feel like I'm gonna be sick. Mayuri has the ability to get along with anyone, so it's no surprise. Nai avoids me and Daru, but she adores Mayuri and always goes for a flying hug whenever she gets the chance. Daru sometimes complains about that. Please tell me he complains in a normal way. No, he doesn't. Okay. Daru and normal? These things do not mix. What a lucky girl. I wish I could jump into Mayushi's chest like that. No, wait. Maybe it would be better to have Naitan jump into my chest. His internal debate went on for hours. Oh boy. Somehow I doubt it was as internal as he makes it sound.
Nai-chan ni kore ageru. Hai, douzo.
Mayuri takes some candy out of her convenience store bag and gives it to Nai.
Uwa, arigatou. Hai, Okari ni mo.
She offers me some, which I silently accept.
そこに座って何してるの？
ラボメンが全員集まるのを待っているのだ。
I'm like shaking right now. Where is it? Why have you denied me a tuturu? I'm filled with like, I got like anxiety. I'm going through withdrawals, I guess. I don't fucking know.
おかりんおじさ
Spilling
ん
more
は
water on myself.
暇なの？
Busted. Why, you chipmunk? Do you have to be so blunt? On one of these days, I'll teach you to respect me. Do not threaten the
違うよ
child.
なえちゃん。あのね、オカリンはきっとなんか難しいことを考えてるんだよ。
ああ、そうなんだ。
Good job, Mayuri.
オカリン、オカリン。この時間だと令和レンジちゃんはビリビリしないんだよね。
Oh, leave Chen sparkle. Ah! Alright, I feel better now.
じゃあね、焼きそばパンをチンしてもいいかな。
ドアの部分を取っ払ったから温めるのは無理だ。
そうだった。がっかりだよ。ちなみにね、オカリンは朝ごはん食べた？
いや、
だったら一緒に食べる？焼きそばパンは冷たいまま食べるとして、ラーメン缶なら湯煎で温められるし。なえちゃんも食べ
Canned
る？
ramen. Hold on. I'm unfamiliar with canned ramen. Ramen packaged in a can like a drink. Sold in vending machines. Unlike regular ramen, the noodles are made of cognac. I don't know what that means.
朝ごはん食べてきた。そっか。
Nai waves, then heads back into the Brontube workshop. Lured by the prospect of canned ramen, I go inside the lab with Mayuri. The stagnant air makes the room hotter than outside. It doesn't improve much even after we open the window and turn on the fan.
ダル君とクリスちゃん、まだ来ないのかな？
ああ、ラボメンとしての自覚が足りんな。
Just then, the sound of a braking bicycle comes from downstairs. When I look out the window, I see part-time warrior arriving. She immediately notices me, looks up and waves.
チーズ。トゥットゥルー、すずさん。
I'm better now. The world has regained its color. Time has started moving again. I love these like half and half scenes. this weird ass like mesh. We're good. We're good.
椎名まゆり、トゥットゥルー。
Oh, okay, we got a Suzuha Tuturu. We're flying now. They seem to have hit it off. Like I said, Mayuri gets along with everyone.
岡部倫太郎、タイターはなんて？
She does not have a dislikable bone in her body.
さあな。
I thought I dodged the question, but part-time warrior is persistent.
やる気ないな。聞いたんでしょ？
聞いたが、奴の言うことが正しいかわからなくなった。
そうなの？どの辺が？
Why is she so flustered?
そうか。あのバイト戦士め、タイターオタか。
Otaku. I guess there's an otaku for everything.
あー、クリスちゃんだ。
Mayuri just making a bunch of faces over here while they talk. Mayuri leans out the window to wave her hand. Kurisu is walking toward the lab. That reminds me, doesn't part-time warrior have something against Kurisu? I look at Suzuha. Her expression has changed dramatically. Now she's staring at Kurisu in complete silence. She doesn't move a muscle. It's like she's trying to start a fight with her glare. Kurisu's pretty stubborn too, so she meets Suzuha glare for glare. They are both pretty glaring right now. The two of them exchange a word or two in front of the building. For a second, I'm worried that they might start throwing punches, but that doesn't happen.
クリスちゃん、トゥットゥルー。
Ah, we're good.
Good morning.
下 下のバイトと何を話していたんだ？
Kurisu shrugs her shoulders.
別に大したことは、言いたいことがあるならはっきり言えって。
I don't think that's nothing. She's lucky that didn't lead to blows.
向こうは何と？
何も。悔しそうにうなってるだけだった。一体何なのかしら。
マキセ氏の人気に嫉妬してるに決まってるじゃん、上皇。
Daru bursts into the lab.
本来なら私がラボメンナンバー004になって楽しくみんなと青春する予定だったのに悔しいみたいな。
Dude, the way he squeaks sometimes is so incredible.
ラボメンナンバーなんて好きなだけ譲るけど。
なんだと？ラボメンナンバーは某国において数千万円というレートで違法に取引されるほどの貴重な資格なのだぞ。
パスポートじゃあるまいし、そもそも某国ってどこだおい。
Also, shut up.
みんな仲良くいられる方がね、マユシはいいな。
Well, I don't really care about their little quarrel anyway. Only one thing interests me now. Mystery of D-mail. We begin experimenting immediately. Even though it's still morning, the electrical discharge occurs on demand. Things look favorable today. That reminds me, we haven't talked to Mr. Braun yet. Maybe we should come up with an excuse first. To be honest though, I don't care what he thinks. You should care, have a care. You should probably have a care. For we are at war. War against the organization and CERN, the dark powers that rule the world from the shadows.
安西先生、フェイリスタンの手料理が食べたいです。
It's trying so hard.
諦めたらそこで試合終了だよ。
Hold on, what is Anzai Sensei again? Coach from a famous basketball manga. On the internet, posters sometimes express a desperate desire by quoting the manga, like so. Anzai Sensei, I want to blank. Another oft quoted line, this one spoken by Anzai Sensei, is if you give up, it's game over. Unfortunately, Daru's second D-mail fails to change the past. I get the feeling Rhinet matches are difficult to cheat your way out of like this. Not to mention we're limited to 36 bytes of text. Looks like we have to give up on Daru. He's gone to drown his sorrows in the internet. Alright, so who do we experiment on? From the look of Kurisu's face, I don't think she's willing to change her policy. That leaves only one candidate.
マユリよ、次はお前に過去を変えてもらおう。
Akihabara is such a strange town. Everywhere I look, I see drawings of cute girls. Some of them even have their breasts fully exposed. Jesus Christ, really? What? Where is this? Where's this located? I mean, what? Which startled me. Coming here has been a real culture shock. It's amazing to see how peaceful Japan is now. Unfortunately, Moe has become the symbol of Akihabara and the chaos that rules here. Get used to it. I can imagine how that would shock someone who isn't prepared. I agree. It's all because of the organization's efforts to stupidify Japan. I like this one. Moe has become the symbol of Akihabara and the chaos that rules here. Get used to it. Mayuri looks stumped as she slurps her canned ramen.
それじゃあね、こういうのはどうかな。ルカ君にマユシーのコスを着てもらえるように過去を変えるの。
Good luck.
ルカ君にメールを送るとかだよ。
I don't think a simple request is going to change the past.
もっと簡単で分かりやすいものはないのか？
She slurps more ramen.
そのラーメン缶を使おう。
Looks like I'm the only one with ideas.
1時間前のマユリに D メールを送るのだ。今日はおでん缶が食べたいとな。
そんな誘導に乗るほど単純なことじゃない気が。
わあ、それね、すごくいいかも。
え？
今日もね、自動販売機の前で10分くらい迷っちゃったんだよ。おでん缶にしようかな、ラーメン缶にしようかなって。
10 minutes? I'm just imagining. Imagine Mayuri standing at the fucking vending machine just. $10! Oh my god. She's such a sweet bean.
つまり後押しがあれば、マユリは必然的におでん缶を食べたくなるというわけだな。よし、それで行くぞ。
わかった。じゃあ、過去を変える前にラーメン全部食べとかないと。
Mayuri starts shoveling the ramen into her mouth.
食べておかないとどうなるの？
もったいないもん。
She doesn't get it, but it's okay. Her heart's in the right place.
あ、そうね。
Kurisu clearly doesn't know what to say. Mayuri really is a ditz. I'm used to it by now, of course. She's not a ditz, she is simple. She is simple. And that is beautiful. I get the phone wave, name subject to change, prepped for a D-mail. The content of Mayuri's mail is simple enough. Canned Odin, piping hot and delicious. I just hope it actually works. We wait for Mayuri to finish eating her canned ramen, then activate the phone wave, name subject to change. To send it 1 hour back, we put input 1 sharp. In other words, we set the microwave for only 1 second. I wonder if the discharge phenomenon will occur in such a short span of time. That's something else we'll learn from this experiment.
電話レンジカッコ仮起動。
There wasn't enough time to blink.
1秒じゃ放電現象は起きないか。データ通りだけど、貴重な実証データが取れた。
これって例えば事前に暖気みたいなことしたらどうなるん？
暖気？
つまりさ、1秒じゃ放電現象は起きないわけでしょ。だから事前にメールを送らずに30秒ぐらいレンジ動かしとくんだお。その後間を置かずにタイマー1秒でもう一度動かす。そしたら1秒でも放電現象起きそうじゃね？
根拠は？
ネス。
Not a one.
マユリよ、もっと他に何かないのか？
じゃあ、昨日買ったおにぎりの具を違うものにするとか。
お前は昨日食べたおにぎりの具の種類を覚えているのか？
おかか。
即答？
Impressive.
だからね、おかかを明太子にしようよ。
Maybe we should find another test subject. Something is telling me we're going to have to look outside the lab. I go for a walk to clear my head. After lunch at King Burger, I grab a coffee at the Starbucks. Oh my god, these fucking names, dude. This is one of my favorite things in fiction, is these fucking parody names. Good old King Burger and Starbucks on the first floor of Yodobashi. Hold on, let me just... Coffee shop chain. A popular fast food burger chain in America. Only a few franchises exist in Japan. Interesting. I left Mayuri and the others at the lab. I need some time to get my thoughts in order. I recall what happened when I sent myself the Lotto 6 numbers. The moment I sent that D-mail, I felt a strong tremor, and then the world as I knew it changed slightly. The fact that I had sent a D-mail had been undone. I know that because it had disappeared from my send history. However, it was in my inbox. The mail had definitely reached the past. What does this mean? The mail was received but never sent. Isn't that a time paradox? Is that the reason why everyone else lost their memories? Why did that happen? The butterfly effect? That's not an answer. Changing the past changed the world. Teeter spoke of divergence. When divergence changes, are people's memories reconstructed to match the new world line? Then how come I remember the previous world line even after the past changes? My deliberations are interrupted by an incoming mail. Gimme. Oh, okay, fine. I don't have time for this. He has so little time for this, he won't even let me do it. It's a mail, so I can just reply to it later. I concentrate on my coffee. However... Oh, it's Shining Finger. The second it was the second one, I was like, it's Shining Finger. All these mails, no doubt about it. It's gotta be Kiryu Moeka, the male demon known as Shining Finger. How can she be so shy in real life and so persistent in email? There's something wrong with that woman. I sigh and open my mail reluctantly. Can I send an email too? Please? Moeka.
Nani?
Please reply, I'm a lab mem too, right? Pretty please? I don't know why I'm in my head, I'm reading these in like fucking Gur's voice. I'm a lab mem too, right? Pretty please? Oh my lord. Oh god, computer, please. Speaking of please. Oh. Oh my god. Fucking the game up too. Jesus Christ. Okay, alright. Jesus Christ. Okay. She wants to send a D-mail? That reminds me. Yesterday I made Moeka LabMem 005. That means she's qualified to participate in our experiments. Moeka seems serious, so she might meet my demands. Most importantly, all the other LabMems are completely useless when it comes to D-mails. I still haven't been able to verify whether or not I can keep my memories if someone else changes the past.
いや、しかし。
I'm worried. Moeka works for an editorial company. In other words, she's related to the media. What if she sends a D-mail and leaks word of the time machine? We'd be flooded by press. Gone will be the days of lurking in the shadows. My location will be exposed to the organization. Of course, sooner or later we're going to have to announce our findings to the world. But in that case, I'd rather choose a national newspaper or TV network to cover the event rather than some shady magazine. That way, it'll spread faster throughout Japan, nay, the world. Either way, something tells me it's better to not go through public through Moeka. I'm a lab mem too, aren't I? Moeka. However, Moeka is a lab mem. Yesterday, we told her everything about the phone wave, name subject change, and emails. Moreover, we made her one of us. It was necessary to buy her silence. Realizing that I have no reason to deny Moeka her request, I put my phone to my ear.
俺だ。ああ、少しばかり迷っている。何？声でわかるだと？叶わないな。
This is like, it's so funny.
電話レンジカッコ仮の実験に
So embarrassing, dude.
シャイニングフィンガーを引き入れるかどうかについて。バカな！あの女を生贄に捧げろというのか。確かに世界に混沌をもたらすためなら犠牲はやむを得ない覚悟だが、いや問題ない。むしろ迷っていた俺が情けない。マッドサイエンティスト失格かもしれんな。ああ、これは俺にとってむしろ典型とも言える申し出。まさにシュタインズゲートの選択となるだろう。エルプサイコングルー。
It's decided. I type a reply to Moeka's mail. Indeed you are, lab member 005, Shining Finger. Report to the lab at once. After sending it off, I hurry back to the lab. When I get back to the lab, Moeka is squatting on the bottom of the staircase. Since she's not sitting on the bench, I guess that crouching while holding her knees is this particular woman's favorite position. She's staring at her phone like usual. Once she notices me approaching, she slowly stands up. But she doesn't look at me.
ありがとう。
何がだ？
I know it's selfish, but I really need to send an email, Moeka.
別にわがままとは思っていない。むしろお前の申し出にこちらが感謝しているほどだ。
Once we enter the lab, I get all the lab mems to stop what they're doing and then tell them about Moeka's situation.
いいと思います。萌香さんもラボメンだもんね。
Daru and Kurisu don't object either.
で、桐生氏はどんなメールを送るつもりなん？
俺からの要望としては、過去が変わったかどうか確かめることができるよう、シンプルで分かりやすい内容にしてもらいたい。
A new mail. I'm sorry, there's just one more thing. I want to keep my message secret, Moeka. Why does she have to explain every little thing with a mail? No, more importantly.
内緒だと？どういうことだ？
何？どうしたのよ？
It's private. It would be embarrassing if everyone knew, Moeka.
いや、そういう問題ではなかろう。
Kurisu peeks at my phone from beside me.
なるほど。気持ちはわからなくはないけど、これはあくまで実験だと割り切ってデータの収集を優先すべき。
ほう。珍しく意見が一致したな、上司よ。
別にあんたに同意したわけじゃない。データを収集しないと電話レンジの仕組みがいつまで経っても解明できないって思ったからよ。
で でも女の子にはね、秘密がいっぱいあるのです。誰にも言えない秘密をね、自分だけに教えろゲヘヘって言ってるのと同じだよ。
Mayuri, don't say these things.
まさかこれってセクハラになるん？
落ち着けダル。
I turn to Mayuri and Moeka, who appear to have formed some kind of mainstream girl alliance.
メールの内容にプライベートに深く関わることを書けと強制した覚えはない。
Kurisu nods firmly at my words. Looks like she doesn't intend to join the mainstream girl alliance.
私的な内容を送りたいにしても、今はまだ見送るべき。タイムパラドックスの問題も完全に解決されたわけじゃないし、もっと慎重に慎重を重ねないと。私的な内容は NG。 少なくとも非公開にしたいという話は受け入れられないわ。あなたに悪意がなくてもメールの内容次第で時間軸に深刻な影響をもたらすかもしれないんだから。第三者にメールを見せて、その内容について問題ないか吟味すべきよ。
俺が言いたいことは全てジョシュが言ってくれた。そしてそうは言いつつも我らは実験を中止するつもりはない。
あんたの意見を代弁したわけじゃないから勘違いしないで。
Cheeky little.
そもそも実験においてはプライバシーよりもデータが優先される。被験者になるならその覚悟は必要よ。
Don't tell me that's the reason Kurisu won't send a D-mail herself.
そうなの？まゆしーはね、さっきそんな覚悟せずに送ろうとしてたよ。ごめんね、クリスちゃん。
別に謝らなくても、責めてるわけじゃない。一般論を言っただけ。
I imagine some people might take issue with that statement, but I'll refrain from saying anything. I'd rather not get my head chewed off right now. Moika's expression doesn't change. Same as always. I don't know what she's thinking.
お前はすでにラボメンだ。俺たちを信用してもらわないと困る。プライベートな要件は後日にしてもらおう。もしできないというのならば、お前に見せてやらねばならなくなる。この俺、法王院教魔の中に眠るまがまがしき狂気の力をな。
Moika is already typing on her phone. My threat was ineffectual, it seems. Can I see the D-mails you've sent so far? I want to use them as reference. Moika.
着信履歴ならあるぞ。
送信履歴は？
ないというと語弊があるな。送信履歴は消えてしまうのだ。
I confirmed that after I sent the D-mail yesterday. Moika was there, but she doesn't remember either. Roger, and I don't need to see the history. I don't need to see the history, and I'll show you the message before I send it. Is that okay? Moika. Looks like she understands. I show the mail to Kurisu too.
萌香さん、無理しないでね。
Is that supposed to be encouragement? Mayuri sounds concerned for some reason.
じゃあさ、どんな内容を送るん？そもそもオカリンの言う簡単で分かりやすい過去改変ってハードル高すぎ。
何を言う？お前たちのレベルが低すぎるだけではないか。
案はある。
Moika murmurs.
ほう、これは期待できそうだな。具体的に説明を頼む。
Moika then invokes her power once more. Ultra fast typing, the power known as Shining Finger. Incredible. About 4 days ago, I bought a new phone. But now that I've tried it, I think I should have stayed with the old one. So I want to use a D-mail to tell myself not to buy a new phone. If we do that, the phone I'm holding will change, won't it? Moeka.
シャイニングフィンガーは実に有能だな。まさにラボ面の鏡。
They should make it easy to tell whether the past has changed. Looks like the three useless lab members have no objections to Moeka's superior idea. Oh my lord. We look at Moeka's phone. It's purple and gaudy. There's no strap, and it's not like the deco phones popular among mainstream women nowadays. What the hell is a deco phone? A cell phone with decorations on it, primarily popular among young women. Swarovskis or rhinestones can be pasted on the phone's surface for decoration. Interesting. Okay.
お、それって先月出たばっかの GG01 じゃん。
GG01？
最新機種だよ。確か液晶部分が着脱式でいろんなバリエーションのアタッチメントを選べるんだよね。今品薄でどこ行っても入荷待ちだけどよく手に入ったな。
It's the most popular model, but she wants her old one back? I guess hardcore phone users have their other concerns besides fashion.
では指圧しよ
ねえねえ、どうして萌香さんのこと指圧師って呼ぶの？
それが桐生萌香の力に俺がつけた名だ。桐生萌香、お前は今後先行の指圧師、すなわちシャイニングフィンガーを名乗るがいい。
Moeka shakes her head expressionlessly.
何？嫌だというのか？能力面をつけてやったのに
How dare
何
you!
が気に入らないというのだ。
萌香さんはね、萌香さんだからだよ。それにね、指圧師さんじゃなくて編集プロダクションで働いてて。
眉しネタにマジレス、かこ悪い。
ネタではない能力名だ。
くだらないこと言ってないで。準備するわよ。
Damn it. You're just an assistant. Don't boss us around.
ブラウン店長に何か言われたらどうするん？
ミスター・ブラウンごとき恐れるな。奴が怒鳴り込んできたらこの俺が蹴散らしてやる。
Good luck with that.
マジで？オカリンかっけー。そこにしびれる、憧れる。
実は口だけだったりするんでしょう。
I'll be the adult and ignore Kurisu's insult. Moeka has already written her 36-byte mail. When I look at Moeka to see if she's ready, she nods faintly. We set the timer to 100 seconds. The D-mail should arrive at Moeka's phone 4 days ago, July 31st.
電話レンジカッコ仮起動。
About 15 seconds after activation, the discharge phenomenon occurs. I glance at Moeka. She nods grimly, an unusual show of emotion. Then she presses the button. I freaking love that sound. Boom. The world twists into unrecognizable shapes. The floor is shaking. Or is it me? My vision blurs and loses color. The world lurches. I struggle to keep my balance. As I brace myself against further shaking, I try to analyze what I'm experiencing. This is far more intense than what happened when we sent the D-mails yesterday. And yet, I felt it before. I remember. This is what I felt right before the mass disappearance phenomenon. The shaking stops. I relax my body and look around. Has the past changed? Of course it has. That bizarre sensation just now was proof. I look around the room. The phone wave, name subject to change, which should have about 90 seconds left on the timer, is silent. Daru's here, Mayuri's here, Kurisu's here. Where's Moeka?
指圧師はどこに行ったの？
Daru and Kurisu, are discussing something in front of the X68000, look at me strangely. Ah, again, this feeling of wrongness. It's the same as yesterday.
指圧師？
オカリン、日本語で OK。
I leave the development room and check at the lounge, behind the sofa, in the dressing room, the bathroom, and the shower room. I look out the window at the street below. But Moeka is nowhere to be found. She's gone. No way. This is exactly what happened on the streets of Akiba. Why did she disappear? Because I experimented on her? Well, where did she go? Did I erase her from history? Did I banish her into the space between dimensions? I start quivering in horror at the magnitude of my error. In a daze, I step up to Mayuri, who's eating a banana. I grab her shoulders and shake her.
桐生萌香は今の今までここにいただろう。桐生萌香だ。
Daru and Kurisu give me strange looks as well.
それ誰？
聞いたことない。
そんな。
So I did erase Moeka's existence. No, that can't be. I won't accept that I killed her.
岡部、まさかまた？
またってどういう意味だ？
昨日も似たようなことがあった。私たちの記憶にないことをあんたは覚えていた。なんだっけ？そうそう、リーディングしたいな。
Yes, that's the name I gave it, this phenomenon, or rather, to my ability to perceive it. When the world line changes, everyone's memories are reconstructed to match. That's what John Teeter said. But somehow, I alone retain my memories even after the past changes. I named this power Reading Steiner. Kurisu remembered. To tell the truth, I just made it up out of thin air. No way! That's crazy! Now that Moeka has disappeared, I want to believe that this power is real. It's only their memories of Moeka that disappeared, not Moeka herself. I need to contact Moeka. I need to make sure I didn't erase her very existence. But I don't know her phone number. The only way to contact her is by mail. It's me. Reply the second you read this email. I send her a message saying reply the second you read this email. Now all I can do is wait for a reply. Please reply.
オカリン、大丈夫？顔真っ青だよ。
大丈夫だ。
In fact, I'm anything but fine. I'm fighting desperately to deny the possibility that I might have erased Moeka from existence.
助手よ。今の実験のこと、どの辺まで覚えている？
今、実験をしたことさえ覚えてない。たった今、あんたは D メールを送ったのね。
ああ。ただし、昨日とは少し状況が違う。D メールを送ったのは俺ではなく、桐生萌香だ。
Then she vanished into thin air. Which reminds me, when I sent the Lotto 6 mail yesterday, Daru teleported from the development room to the lounge. Moeka might not have disappeared. She probably just teleported somewhere. I hope that's it. In an attempt to calm myself down, I checked my phone's history for the mails Moeka and I exchanged. That's strange. The mails she sent me are there, up until the one I received on July 31st at 12:43. But after that, the dozens of mails I remember receiving from her are gone. Hold on, which one was that? So being annoying, really need information. No more short mails. Oh yeah, those. The email she sent to cancel the phone model exchange was set to arrive on July 31st. Did a time paradox erase Moeka from existence the instant she received the D-mail? I shiver when I realize that I can't find any problems with that hypothesis. No way. It can't be. I mean, all her D-mail said was don't change phone models. That's harmless, right? But then, what caused Moeka to disappear from this room like that? Why does it look like Moeka vanished 4 days ago?
クリスティーナ、もし仮に D メールによってタイムパラドックスが発生したらどうなると思う？
わからない。タイムパラドックスを経験した人間は未だかつて一人もいないから。
以前世界が消えるというようなことを言っていなかったか？
あくまでそういう説もあると言っただけ。もしかしたら何も起きないかもしれないし、某映画みたいにパラドックスに対する歴史の修正が入るかもしれない。ドクター・ホーキングは時間順序保護仮説でタイムパラドックスが起きる可能性の行為はそもそも実行不可能だとしてるし。
Protection conjecture. In quantum mechanics, a theory proposed by Stephen Hawking states that time travel is impossible. Any attempt to travel through time will be prevented by quantum effects. Successful time travel requires infinite field energy, which is impossible to obtain. In other words, the laws of causality, and by extension, the chronology or timeline of the universe, are protected by quantum mechanics. Science. So all we have are theories.
あのね、マユシーはよくわかんないけど、今もマユシーやオカリンたちがちゃんとこうしておしゃべりできてるっていうことはね、きっとそのパラドックスは起きてないんだよ。萌香さんっていう人もね、マユシーは知らないけど、きっと大丈
Mary.
さすがマユシ、アホの子だね。
Hey! Dare.
マユシーはアホの子じゃないよ。
Daru, leave this moment. Leave this very instant. I'm amazed that Mayuri and Daru can have such a carefree conversation despite all that's happened. They don't realize the gravity of the situation. We might have erased someone's very existence. In fact, if Moeka really has vanished, then that means the phone wave named subject to change is also responsible for the mass disappearance phenomenon I witnessed in Akihabara. What if I erased all those people? I don't want to consider such a frightening possibility, so I desperately shake the thought out of my head. Hey! Hello? What's wrong? I'm kind of busy now. Sorry, I'll email you later. Moeka. My body goes limp from relief. A reply. She sent a reply. Moeka still exists. She didn't disappear. Relief washes away my fear. My eyes fill with tears, not because I was worried for Moeka, but because I thought I might be responsible for the horror of erasing someone's existence.
何が起きたか説明して、岡部。
Urged by Kurisu, I explain everything that just happened.
今この場からその桐生なんとかさんが消えたのは因果率を考えれば不自然じゃない気がしてきた。
どういうことだ？
詳しい経緯はわからないけど、過去を改変したことで、今回の場合は7月31日以降、今日までの4日間の桐生さんの行動が微妙に変化した。その結果、今この時間には桐生さんはラボには来なかったというふうに再構成された。
So that's why it looked like she teleported. I'm reminded of the teleporting Galbana, but I guess it's not the same thing. Like it didn't become a jelly man after all.
そんなことありえるん？
なんとも言えない。D メールを送った事実も抹消されてしまうなら、その D メールは誰が送ったのかっていうパラドックスになるし。それともう一つ、岡部に起きていることが消せない。
何？
リーディングシュタイナーのこと。ちなみにその造語、恥ずかしいからやめた方がいい。
Hey, do not talk shit about reading Steiner. It's incredible.
お前の個人的見解は必要ない。
I'm finally able to joke with Kurisu again. Well, maybe she wasn't joking. But that's none of her business.
さっきのあんたの説明じゃ、D メールを送ったのも受け取ったのもあんたじゃなかった。なのに、あんただけが世界線が変わる前のことを覚えている。でもこれって、あんたのただの妄想じゃない？
脳内嫁ですね。わかります。
わかるな。お前のような変態紳士と一緒にされたくはない。
桐生さんって人はもともと存在しなかった。あるいは桐生なんとかさんは実在するけど、その人が D メールを送った事実は妄想だった。
I fall to my knees and press my hand against my left eye. Okay, this is not the fucking time for this.
左目がこのマガンレイディングシュタイナーがうずく。
You're really not helping your case here, bud.
オカリ大丈夫？
Mayuri peeks anxiously at my face, but I lightly push her aside.
ダメだ。マユリ、俺に近づくな。今の俺はお前を傷つけてしまうかもしれん。
でもオカリすごく苦しそうだよ。
Oh, she's so sweet.
釣りっしょ。
そうよね。
大丈夫だ。このうずきはいつものこと。すぐに収まる。この魔眼がある限り俺は機関に狙われ続ける。あらゆる世界と時間とを見通す力。しかしそれは同時に諸刃の剣でもある。俺はこのあらゆる世界とあらゆる時間を見通す魔眼のせいで人間としての因果律から外れてしまった。だがそれでもこのラボだけは守ると誓ったのだ。だから魔眼よ、静まってくれ。
Dude. I kneel and press my head against the floor. And then I take a deep breath and gradually remove my hand from my left eye. Mayuri rubs my back.
オカリ苦しいの？
いや、もう大丈夫だ。
I stand up. Then I shoot Kurisu a sharp glare.
何よ、今のただの演技でしょ。
クリスティーナ、 お前は間違っている。
Who's to say?
すでにこれまでの実験で証明されているんだよ。俺のリーディングシュタイナーは本物だ。
はいはい12秒12秒。
え
Never gets old. Busted. Busted once more.
なんで私に注目してんのよ。見るの禁止。
In any case, I've successfully deflected Kurisu's questions about reading Steiner. I don't feel able to answer right now. My emotions are a jumble, just as they were after Teeter called me the Messiah. Is this power real? If it is, then what does that make me? An unknown power sleeps within me. The thought sends a chill down my spine. I sit on the bench in front of the Bronze-Tube workshop, staring into the night sky. I try sorting out what happened this afternoon, but it's impossible. The more I think about it, the more confused I get. And then I hear footsteps coming down from the second floor. Soon, Mayuri and Kurisu emerge.
帰るのか？
岡部ってずっとここに泊まり込んでるの？
まあな、マッドサイエンティストたるもの研究所に寝泊まりして研究だけに没頭するぐらいでなければ務まらない。
形から入るのって良くないと思うわけだが。
でもね、この場所ってとっても便利だよね。マユシーもお父さんお母さんが許してくれるならここに泊まりたいよ。
本気？
そしたらバイトに行くのもすぐだもん。ねえねえクリスちゃん、今度みんなでお泊まり会しよう。
男性陣がいないのなら OK。
それは無理だ。
だったらまゆりさん、私のホテルに来たら？
ああ、そういえばそんな約束してたもんね。じゃあ今度お邪魔するね。
いつでも言ってくれていいから。それじゃあ。
Kurisu waves goodbye and starts walking in the opposite direction from Akihabara Station. Mayuri doesn't move from that spot. Instead, she starts doing her usual thing, Stardust handshake. She looks up to the night sky, raising her hand as if to grasp the stars. And with perfect timing, a shooting star crosses the sky.
ねえ、オカリ？
ああ、流れ星だな。願い事はしたか？
Mayuri doesn't answer. She keeps gazing at the sky.
オカリンって小学生の頃すごい熱を出して1ヶ月ぐらい寝込んでたことがあったよね。
何を突然言い出すんだ？
It was about 10 years ago, at the turn of the century, when the world was in an uproar over Y2K. Near the end of 1999, I had a fever of nearly 40 degrees Celsius that lasted about a month. I didn't recover until the new year. At least, that's what I've been told. I don't remember it myself. According to my parents, I was unconscious the whole time, tossing and turning. The doctor said it was a miracle I didn't die. Because of that fever, I didn't get to experience the Millennium Countdown event. I never figured out what caused it either.
あの時ね、マユシーはオカリンが死んじゃうんじゃないかって思ってすごく怖かったんだよ。だからね、おばあちゃんと一緒にお空に祈ってたの。オカリン死なないでって。
この俺が死ぬはずがないだろう。 何しろ10年前の時点で俺はトーマス・エジソンに匹敵する IQ170 の頭脳を持つマッドサイエンティストだったのだからな。
Actually, I'm not sure what Edison's IQ was.
そうだったんだ。オカリンってすごいんだね。でもね、まだちっちゃかったマユシーはそのことがわからなかったからお空に祈ってて。
It's like the music makes this extra unfair. She's so sweet.
でね、大晦日、もうすぐ年が明けるっていう時にね、流れ星がピューって流れたの。今みたいに。流れ星はね、消える前に3回願い事を唱えることができたら願いが叶うんだよ。知ってたかな？
Of course, that's the most common of common knowledge.
もちろんマユシーは一生懸命3回唱えたの。
Then Mayuri finally lowers her hand and turns to me. On her face is a soft smile.
次の日、年が明けた頃にね、オカリンは熱が下がって目を覚ましたのです。つまりマユシーはオカリンの命の恩人なんだよ。
いや違うな。あの状況で助かったのはシュタインズゲートの選択だ。
そうなの？
Give her this!
そうなのだ。
Son of a bitch.
そっか。
Oh. Mayuri looks a little disappointed.
ねえ、熱が下がった時ね、オカリンはこんなことを言ってたんだけど、覚えてる？急に見ているものがぐにゃぐにゃしてきて、立っていられなくてフラフラして、んで、体がビクってなったって。さっきのオカリンもね、そんな感じだったよ。大丈夫？また熱出して倒れたりしない？
The concern on her face is so sincere. Looks like she was worried about my reaction to Moika's disappearance. Jeez, my hostage is worrying about me. I find myself giving her a wry smile.
案ずるな。何も心配ない。
As I brush her worry off with a shrug, I think back to what happened 10 years ago. When I woke up from that fever, the first thing I saw was Mayuri's crying face. She's right. I vaguely remember describing my collapse that way. And come to think of it, it does seem to match with the sensation I felt a few hours ago when reading Steiner activated.
そうか。この俺の魔眼はまさにあの時にこの身に宿ったのだな。
So that's the choice of Steins Gate. I really was born with this power. No wonder John Teeter thinks I'm the Messiah. My maniacal laughter echoes into the night. Alright, I'm calling it a day here. I gotta go to the bathroom, I gotta eat food, I got so many things to do. None of them important. Anyways. Saving the game. Calling it a day. Bye.